Be unafraid risking. Why? Hi, I'm Earl Uy. Join me for a talk where the early birds catch the early talks. This is Early Talks. Risk. We don't like that word. We don't want to expose ourselves to any danger, harm, or loss. We want to make sure things are all right. Nothing wrong with that, but there are times we need to make that move, most especially if we have plans to achieve. If we don't, we might keep ourselves from really living. Claudio Gutierrez, founder of project management and engineering firm Valence Project Consulting, wrote about the psychological and sociological aspects contributing to people's fear of risk. He listed the following. 1. Fear of failure. We see failure as a negative outcome that leads to disappointment and negatively impacts our sense of self-worth. 2. Uncertainty and the unknown. We tend to prefer the comfort of familiar circumstances, even if they are less desirable. 3. Perceived lack of skills or knowledge. We doubt our ability to handle the challenges and complexities associated with taking risk. 4. Social and cultural influences. They discourage risk-taking and emphasize stability, conformity, and avoiding negative outcomes. And 5. Loss aversion. We see a real or potential loss as more severe than an equivalent gain. I agree that we should validate our emotions of fear in taking risk. But let's allow ourselves for that in the first part. Because if we bring that all throughout, we'll end up paralyzed to do something. I also agree that we need to balance what risk to take and not. But if your intention is to pursue the biggest adventure you can have in your life, then you should consider taking some risk along the way. So, how do we manage our fear of taking risk? A suggested approach is called exposure therapy. Exposure therapy encourages you to clearly identify the source of your fear and anxiety, and then slowly face your fears by exposing yourself to them. At first with small steps, then gradually increasing the experience of exposure. Be in a safe and supportive environment where you can recreate that scenario in order to face the fears head on, educate yourself, acquire guidance, and assure yourself that you will get the help you need. And it's important that we understand that there are times in life that we need to take risk in order for us to move forward. It can be fearful, but you'll never know if you try. If the worst case happens, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Something good will come out, even if it's a fail. It's okay to take your time on this. Soon enough, you'll find yourself courageous to face anything, even risk that comes your way. So, what about you? What causes your fear of taking risk? What does your fear of taking risk become of you? How will you make yourself courageous in taking risk? Thanks for joining me. Until next time, I'm Earl Uy, and this has been Early Talk.